I don't know if we can put an end to it, but we can do our part.
A group of veterans who've been patrolling our border for years are now turning their focus on what they believe are new threats to America.
And we've all heard of the recent reports of terrorists possibly crossing the U.S.-Mexico border illegally.
News 4 Tucson's Domenica Fuller went down to the border to talk with that group of veterans. She shares their story, and it's new at 10.
They call themselves Arizona Border Recon.
We're not a militia. We're not a 3% group. We don't advocate overthrowing the government.
Doing what they think is best to protect the land of the brave.
It's the Wild West down here.
Home of the free.
When your friends come to your house, they go to your front door. They don't climb through your back window.
Tim Foley started the group of volunteers 5 years ago.
Come on.
Most are former military.
So we have the war on drugs and the war on terror, and it seems that they're combining right here on the border.
All are worried about terrorism.
Pakistanis, Afghanis, all trying to get in, Syrians trying to get in. So we're trying to stop everything and anything coming across.
Every few months they come here to patrol the Arizona-Mexico border.
Roger that.
For 7 days and 7 nights. Every year, hundreds of thousands of people, drugs, and weapons come from Mexico into this area and then into the U.S. So the Arizona Border Recon sets up a 6-mile barrier, a human barrier, to prevent that from happening, and they use night vision to help them. When night falls, the potential for an unseen threat rises.
It's not stopping. It's 24/7 down here.
These veterans, many who are now businessmen, still believe they're fighting for their country.
You don't lock your doors because you hate your people outside. Is you love what's inside.
A few centuries may have passed, but they still consider this to be American frontier, the Wild West. And while many may cross the border to have a better life, these veterans believe there are some that will come here to end life.
They're here. They're coming. Not a matter of if, it's when.
As for what Border Patrol says about this, they've released this statement that reads in part, border security work is potentially dangerous and complex, usually taking place in remote locations and very inhospitable terrain. We strongly encourage private citizens and all non-governmental organizations to contact the Border Patrol and/or local law enforcement authorities to report suspected unlawful activity. Tomorrow night, we will hear from 2 refugees who fled their country because of terrorism and what they think about border security. I'm Domenica Fuller, News 4 Tucson.